Welcome back to Stick War 3. We've got a lot to talk about because there are a lot of changes, including a new unit. Now, first, you may notice, if you're a discerning viewer, that the logo, Stick War 3, has changed. Here is a little picture of what it used to look like. And you're probably like, wow, that's cool. What else is new? Two amazing things. I'm gonna save the new unit for last, and I'm gonna be playing with it today. But check this out. This is not only multiplayer, but it's cooperative multiplayer. Now, this is another new feature. So it's like, I don't know, how many new things are we at right now? 576, I just counted.
It's totally accurate.
Now, this is cooperative multiplayer, where there are two players together fighting against the enemy, and they're yellow and red. And unfortunately, yellow doesn't contrast very well with the sand, but like colors I'm sure are going to be worked on. But it looks like the enemy is a mix of AIs, two different personality types. One's got a zombie, one went archer. And then these guys, it looks like their build order is a lot of miners. And what I love is, look in the upper left, you can see which units are being purchased right now. Now, unfortunately, these guys are overlapping. If you look at the names right below the wizard avatar in the upper left, you can see that they kind of overlap. That's likely going to be changed as well. Archers are spitooning these poor miners. Blue, I think, might be pulling his miners back. Now, what's interesting is it looks like they've got earn 10% interest on your money. I can only see one player's units, but it looks like he's saving up for a giant. And he's got giants gain 50% more health. So he's going all in on the giants. But this is a strategy that wouldn't work very well in competitive multiplayer 1v1 because you could get rushed. You could be completely demolished. He has literally no other units but miners and giants. And you can see they're having issues right now. However, in cooperative play, you could pull this off because the other guy could, I don't know, spam zombies, right? And buy you time till you get this super juggernaut giant and pull them out. If you guys want to see more of this replay, you can check it out on my other channel, BaronVonTactics. Link is in the video description. But I mean, why we're all here is to see this guy. Look at this. The SHADOWRATH has made it back. We have not seen him since, I think, Stick Empires and Stick War 2 when it was a flash game on web browser. This is a pretty momentous occasion. The fact that we have it. Now, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to create a new army, and we're gonna call this one Ninja. So we're gonna try to find a strategy that can revolve around the ninja. Now, when looking at them, and I love this, you can see in their card, and what's pretty impressive is you can see their attack. Like, this guy has some of the highest attack in the game, even over the giant in terms of the damage that they do per second. He does 15. It's higher than the Eclipsor, definitely higher than the Merrick, who does nothing. Toxic Dead is only at 3.2 a second, although they do have the residual poison. The Spearton, who is, you know, one of the main soldiers of the line, only at 8.2 per second. So needless to say, the next highest, I believe, is the Archer and the Swordwrath, but those are both relatively glass cannon type units. So I think what we want to do is see, are there any new upgrades or enchantments going on, or spells? It doesn't look like it, but light units gain 15% attack and movement for 5 seconds. So here's the thing. The SHADOWRATH is light, so we're definitely gonna want this. And I'm thinking we also want to keep them in the battle a little bit longer, Vampiric Soul, which steals 15% of their life. This is huge, guys. The SHADOWRATH is back. I'm so excited for it. Now, we can't just go all in on this guy.
Although I do kind of want to.
Now, this could be interesting. Toxic Totality. All chaos units gain 3 poison damage. But see, there's a very important thing to keep in mind. This is one of the most expensive units in the game. In terms of total cost, he's tied for second with the Magikill. The only unit more expensive is the Giant. Now, I'm taking an aggregate of both gems and, or excuse me, gold and crystal. So 600 total, 600 total, only one higher, $1,500 giant. So this is an expensive unit. We're going all in on it. So I want something cheap and easy. So zombies could do that, and maybe some swords too. Now remember that we've got both of these, Vampiric Soul and Rage, help a lot because they're light units. I think we'll go Vault of Prudence to try to get a little bit of extra income. And then, you know what, for the heck of it, let's put in an upgrade, Toxic Totality. So we have our army, now let's practice against some AI. Just kidding. We're gonna queue up in cooperative multiplayer. Ah, but it looks like I'm playing just outside of this. Now, if you guys want access to Stick War 3, well, let me know. Pull the trigger and like button, let me know in the comments. And as soon as it is available and the developers say, hey, This is open to everybody. I'm gonna let you guys know, so make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. So we will have to do a little bit of some practice here. Practice? You talking about practice? Yes, I am. Because honestly, I've never played with the SHADOWRATH before. All right, so they've got very vampiric. So vampire. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is send out 2 of those guys to no man's land, and I'm gonna immediately take it. Because remember, in Stick War 3, this little black dot in the middle is like the mid point. If you take it, you get some passive gold boost from holding it. Now, after that, we gotta make sure we have enough people on crystals as well. So newest miner, you're on crystal. Perfect. Oh, is that new? It looks like this is new too. The UI has been changed quite a bit. And then we'll go 2 more zombies. This guy, I want you on crystal. We're gonna have 2 guys working on crystal. And it looks like whatever the enemy is bringing out to bear, I don't think it's zombies, or else I feel like they'd already be there. But look at the map. Look at the sun and the clouds and like the various different levels of kind of like distance and background. Like, this is quite awesome. All right, they're bringing in zombies. I'm gonna bring in a SWORDwrath to assist my guys. Zombies hold, and then SWORDwrath are gonna do the damage. Remember that just like the SHADOWRATH, they're pretty high damage units. They are not very strong though. So zombies versus zombies. We'll get a few of those out there, and I've got to manage my economy to make sure that I'm pulling enough gems and enough gold, but not too many crystals. Crystals, gems, I'm gonna use those interchangeably throughout the episode because it's a bit intense. There's a lot going on at the same time. All right, so there's the SWORDwrath jumping in to join our army, and that should help. Now remember, we don't have any ranged units whatsoever, so if they bring out Eclipsors, we are screwed. And it's time. The first SHADOWRATH. Assassin. Attacking same target will gain additional damage up to 3 stacks. Parry ability will block damage if it timed correctly. And unfortunately for me, oh no, they brought out a very tanky unit. Speartons are very, very beastly. Now, our SWORDwrath, why are you running away? They pulled back, which is okay, but you guys need to be able to hold that line for me, boys. All right, let's go ahead and get 2 more miners after our first one, and then we'll go into a second one. Actually, we'll go straight into a second one, and then the 2 miners. There he is. Look at him, running around like a freaking ninja. So that is awesome. The newest unit to come to Stick War 3 has entered the battlefield. Now the enemy, I don't know what they got. Now what's this one again? All chaos units gain +3 poison damage. We will research that. Now remember that we do have this spell. Light units gain 15% attack and movement speed for 5 seconds. So when we do attack the enemy, we're probably going to want to bring that out. Now, oh my gosh, look at that. Oh man, I love it. I wish you could, I hope you're gonna be able to customize them. Like, I would love to have like their little bandanas around their foreheads. Oh, they got 2 mercs. Okay, time to die. Send in the assassins, boys. Get those mercs. Look at that. So they're using their bow staffs, it looks like, as opposed to their katanas or shuriken. But their animations are awesome. You can see like all of the little like white movement lines to indicate high speed. Now miners do have, I think, do 6 damage a second. They're not very strong. So my SHADOWRATH are just chewing up this line. Let's actually boost these guys. We should have done it earlier. And now they turn bright red to indicate, hey, they are under the effect of a spell. Now that was rather brief, but as you can see here, the SHADOWRATH strategy is, it's working out pretty well. Oh, and look at that. I'm earning 10% interest, so I've got, what, plus 101? That's a really nice one to have, and I love how visually it shows you how much you're getting. Earn 10%. They just got a giant out there. Look in the right side of the screen. That is a giant. I'm not sure how good SHADOWRATH would do against giants. So the best thing we can do is practice this and see just how good. So we've got aggressive chaos now, which I'm wondering if they're not going to bring out a SHADOWRATH. All right, you know what? I'm going to try to do a SHADOWRATH rush. I don't know if it's very viable, but basically I have the gems. I just need to get these guys 3 trips of crystal, because I believe they gather 50 crystal each. And then I'm just going to get a SHADOWRATH and rush them out and see what happens. Now, actually, you go on gold. We're going to need that back. And then once the SHADOWRATH is out, so this is something like I would like to try. I have decent experience in RTS games like StarCraft and StarCraft 2. I'm not very good at them. I think I was like Gold League or something like that, which is okay, right? But like there's all these build order strategies and there's rush strategies. And I feel like this is a game that's going to lend itself to those kinds of tactics. So we're going to send out the SHADOWRATH right away. They're using aggressive tactics too, so let's actually support this with 2 SWORDwrath. Now, if we take the middle ground, I'm tempted to rush again, but I want to wait for my Sword Wrath. I may lose a window of opportunity.
Wait a minute, you're right. You're right, this is a rush strategy, Baron. Let's do it.
I don't see any units. Oh god. That's a lot of zombies. Okay. Do we want poison? No. All right, so once I get 2 Sword Wrath up here, they do not move nearly as fast, do they? I'm gonna go in there and start clocking. All right, so there he is. Yeah, Shadowwrath are faster. And I've got just enough gems to pull off the little light units attack speed. All right, let's go, boys. Oh, you got, okay, this is the problem, is we have no ability to stop archers, but the Shadowwrath are just massively doing damage, so this is aggressive chaos, huh? This is why you want to bring an archer. So I pretty much have to finish them off, right? I'm gonna try to get another Shadowwrath in there. They've got this special ability, right? Parry. So I guess that's their ability to stop it. Now, in order to be able to pull that off, you would need to do something called playing it on mobile, and I'm playing it on emulator. So my Shadowwrath is dead, all my Sword Wrath are dead, everybody's dead. We'll actually defend ourselves here, boys. Cause I don't know. I think by not having an archer and they've got an Eclipsor, we're in serious problems. And I don't have any spells to speak of. So there's my Shadowwrath. Don't shoot him. Oh, he's got decent health and he's able to block avoid some arrows. He's getting poisoned. There's another Eclipsor. I think this battle is lost. So just kind of go to show you, if there's one thing I would skip out to get the archer, I'd probably take out the chaos units gain 3 poison damage. I don't think we need that. So, in this case, you know what? We have been defeated. And you can rewind this and rewatch it, similar to what we did earlier. So let's actually edit this army. Now that we practice it, we're like, oh wow, there's a very distinct
Vulnerability in this.
I have no ability to defend myself against archers. Now, one thing you probably wouldn't want to do is Eclipsors, because if you look at their cost, 150 gems and 150 gems, you would need a serious economy to be able to pump both these units out. So it's less likely to be able to do so. So let's see. We're loading a match. Another Chaos Aggressive. So this is kind of good. We get a C. Now, I hope in the future you're going to be able to pick and choose which AI you're fighting with. All right, so Crystal. I actually should have queued up the miner before I did that, just to get a little extra second or two. You know, reduce the time, so to speak, when he comes out. We will put him on Crystal. And then whichever guy goes back last, this guy is going to be switched back to gold. Actually, no, actually the first one, right? Yeah, actually both of them. All right. And then we'll do the Shadowwrath rush again. Now, we do know what they're doing. They're gonna have 3 zombies, I'm assuming. I'm assuming now. Now, this is the problem with AI, is they're kind of predictable. Oh my god, this map is gorgeous. The color balance on it is just near perfect. Like, look at the pink sky and how it kind of like subtly changes to orange as it gets closer. My gosh, that's impressive. Okay, I'm actually gonna do the Shadowwrath.
Woo!
And we're gonna set him in there, just like off the bat. He's gonna go in there, he's gonna rush while we build the economy. That's the strategy. All right, now, do we have everybody at their posts? Sir, take the middle ground and actually, you know what? So all he has to do is take out these 3 zombies, which shouldn't be too hard since he does so much damage, and try to get some of those miners. Not enough gold. You don't got enough gold. I got enough gold. And let's do that. We'll boost his power. I actually should have done that from the beginning. Oh my god, he just oh, I thought he bypassed the zombie. I was like, that is awesome. All right, so if we can kill this unit and maybe some of the miners, I'd say this might actually be a viable strategy. Now, we know an Eclipsor is coming, so we're gonna leave him to, you know, his devices and his demise. Gold, gold, good. I need an archer to be able to deal with that Eclipsor. It looks like we killed 2 miners. So we killed his entire army and 2 miners. I'd say that was a worthy trade. Let's get another one, and let's actually pull our guys back to defensive mode, because I don't want to send an archer by himself. He's just gonna die. And we'll get a Sword Wrath next. I feel like maybe 1 or 2 archers and a little bit more of a force, but the colors in this game are just gorgeous. All right, we're gonna have to kill this guy because he's got poison abilities. He's probably got, yeah, he's gonna do more damage. This is problematic. 2 of these guys, we're gonna lose our archer, but at least he's buying time. Actually, we probably need another archer. Let's do that. I should have done that from the beginning. That's another one of those things, like, skills are new to me. Like, they just are. All right, archers. Archers, where are my archers at? So the rush was good, but like, did it do enough damage? It probably wouldn't be very effective against someone who spams some early low chaff units like zombies. There we go. Now we gotta kill the Eclipsor who's aiming at my miners. I think we bought enough time. We're gonna have 2 archers. We'll get 3 Sword Wrath. Yeah, this should work out. We'll lose the 1 miner, but it is okay. It is of no concern. And the Eclipsor dies. I want to see his animation fall to the earth and make a little woof. I think that'd be awesome. Dang it, I hate these guys. What we need is probably some zombie chaff. Yeah, I should have switched to that as soon as I saw these ranged guys. Because look at that. He chewed through both my archers. This is a tanky unit. This is rather unfortunate for me. A war of attrition where I feel like Speartons would do better than SHADOWRATH against this aggressive chaos. There we go. There we go. And we're screwed. Oh man, there's poison. Oh, I should have had him go back to base. That's unfortunate. That was another little oversight because honestly, I'm pretty new to the game. I mean, it's not even out yet, but that is no excuse. We need to make little bits of improvements every battle we have. So these Eclipse swords are really kicking my butt, and Eclipse swords are pretty strong. Let's see. Oh, he luckily aimed for my miner there. Bought a little bit of time. I should have 2 archers out there. Yeah, archers, Eclipse swords are beasts, man. I don't know. We'd have to work on our SHADOWRATH rush, and honestly I think it's one of those units, given his parry ability, that like it would be better if he's user controlled, which I'm unable to do very effectively since I'm playing on an emulator, not in the proper manner. All right, guys, just now after these guys, I'm expecting those little range zombies, but this is a very effective strategy. How I would counter it is probably with archers. I don't want to send these guys unopposed or unsupported rather, but I think Speartons would be a very good one. I literally don't have enough gold. Oh, that's why my economy is pretty much wiped out. This is the last hurrah. 3 archers. We don't even have enough money for another one of those things where like goodbye. We can kite him a little bit, but this is not gonna work. Oh no, the end is nigh. The end is nigh. See, that was a very, very good strategy. Okay. Now we're gonna resign this one. I'm gonna jump in another one and see if this can't be pulled off. Okay. So I think I had the opportunity to do well. Plus, I want to see his ability. I want to see his parry. Okay, very vampiric. All right, so what we're gonna do the rush again. We're gonna try it out. See, that's one of those things where, like, unlike a normal RTS, you're gonna be severely punished for your failings. In this, like the time in a battle and the level is much smaller than you in a classic PC full-on RTS. You know, this is supposed to be quicker battles. So you make a mistake, you might be dead. All right, this is good. Now I gotta remember to use the rage ability, right? We're gonna send them out. Gonna get 2 of those, and then as soon as we meet resistance, rage. Now I wonder why he did that. I wonder why the AI was like, you know what, I'm actually gonna go deal with the other guy. All right, now let's get another miner. I'm going like all in. All right, here we go. This actually is working. So we're gonna see if we can't kill more than 1 miner. I feel like if we kill more than 1 miner, it's definitely a victory. We've killed what, 4 to 5 zombies, I think. We can get our spell again, and our SHADOWRATH is pretty much at full health. So depending on the build that they bring out, and there's the Eclipse sword. So we're gonna want to do that. If I had the projectile stop ability, that's what we should do. Instead of this gold interest, on a rush strategy, it actually makes no sense to have this in. That is a stupid decision. There's the Merrick, but look at that. We've killed 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll have our guys on defense. Try to buy enough time. We need some chaff units in the front. If he shows up, yeah, that would make all of the difference if we would have replaced that with the projectile block ability. All right. Now these guys are just gonna have to take them out. I need the zombies to show up and distract these guys. They may be a little bit late, but they have rage ability, right? Let's see if we can't. Oh look, America's out on his own trying to heal himself. Ha! And we're almost, there we go, enough for another SHADOWRATH. So once the SHADOWRATH is done, we will push in and try to finish the enemy off. They don't have a lot of gold. If you rush and do damage, you need to follow it up. Don't give them time to build up. Or I guess, if you know your economic advantage is that superior, you could just be like, all right, I'm gonna save up for a giant. We're gonna probably want another archer. Where's my SHADOWRATH? He's gonna be coming out now. Let's attack. Uh-oh. Hey, 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 hey! I need the zombies in the front, boys. I need the zombies in the front. We're gonna have another SHADOWRATH. Or both my, oh, that one of the archers died. Let's do a little light attack. All right, boys, attack. SHADOWRATH going in. Got a zombie and 2 archers. Uh-oh. He just knocked him over. All right, so is this the block? Unfortunately, I just committed Sudoku on myself. He's still alive, though. And they've got no defensive units. So definitely playing this mobile and like using the controls properly, huge. Like it's gonna be required. Like once multiplayer is out and I'm doing competitive, I'll have to like set up a tablet for recording or something like that. But I use BlueStack Simulator right now, but it will not work on multiplayer. I'll need to control units very, very well. Let's go a little bit of rage. All of my units are light, so that is good. That definitely makes the most of this. But I would say that I'm getting rid of this immediately. In Vampirism, I don't know if I necessarily need that, but it's not that bad either. And man, Shadowwrath Assassins sure do take a long time to come out. There we go, a little bit of rage. We're queuing up these guys. I mean, the battle's gonna be over before it happens, but hey, we have won. We can rewind the battle. We finally got this bonus. So edit the army, first things out. That spells, this is the first thing in. Because I've noticed that the biggest problem, and this is stupid, even when I didn't have the archer, like I should have accounted for this. This is a very, very key spell. It's very expensive though, 150 gems. So this is a very expensive, like these two things are very expensive on gems, and these two guys are very expensive on gold, but you do have cheaper stuff. So I don't know. Maybe what we would need to do would need to be have an upgrade where our miners got miner hustle and their health is increased, right? Maybe that instead of vampirism would be the thing to do to have a better ninja build. But this is something that you're going to be able to refine and work on the more you play. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching another episode of Stick War 3. If you guys do want to see more, we'll pull the trigger and like button, let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.